Today I'm going to be talking about how I took my mom to Dubai at 18 years old. So I'm still 18, I turned 19 in March. And I'm just going to be talking about pretty much like how it was, the feeling, the trip. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Something I gotta say is to go from 2 years ago watching all the influencers, Iman Ghazi, Andrew Tate, everybody, all the motivational content on Instagram, just scrolling through it, being like, man, I gotta stop being broke, right? I gotta make some money. And saying like, this is the life I want. I used to sit in my bed, read all the time, just to get new knowledge, trying to figure out how do I escape the matrix, right? Actually taking my mom to Dubai last week. It's a pretty surreal feeling. It feels pretty good. To talk about my journey a little bit, I started 2 years ago. I've always been, stuck with Facebook ads. That's what I've been doing. I know people make a lot of money in other places, but I've just been doing Facebook ads. So I remember for the first 6 months, I sent over 5,000 cold DMs and I didn't get a single client. And so it was pretty crazy at the time so I remember I was in high school and I would send cold emails all the time. So what I would do was, we would have this study hall. And so I would always be on my computer while everybody was just on their notebook or on their iPad. But I brought my full ass computer from my locker. I forgot what email software it is. It starts with a Lemlist. I had a girlfriend at the time, and so she would sit right next to me and watch me send all these emails. It was kind of funny, a little bit. And so I would do that during study hall. So it was like a full hour, 20 minutes a day. Then we had lunch a few hours later. So I only had study hall on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I would send cold emails the full study hall. Then I would also, during lunch, we'd all go to the cafeteria. I would sneak out the cafeteria, go to my locker, go upstairs to this like little area, grab my computer and just send cold emails. Okay, I can't lie, like to go from that, and by the way, I didn't get a single client from any of those cold emails. None of that worked at all. But to go from that, and I do remember those times, to actually, taking my mom to Dubai, experiencing Dubai, it feels pretty cool, I can't lie. But let me talk about why that didn't work. I think my offer was trash. But when I first found my initial success, I had read Alex Hormozy's $100 million offers. And that's when I first got I actually still had to give my services for free in the beginning to get some case studies. So I had 3 free, no paying clients. I did good for 2 of them. And then I ended up having my first 2 paying clients. And so they were on a $1,250 per month retainer, but they only paid me after I got them clients. I ended up getting them clients. I got a little bit of money. I remember they paid me through Venmo initially. And so it was what it was. I got paid. But to go from that to having to give services for free to only collecting after I give them clients, it's not bad. But from now, I charge upfront fees and I get paid thousands of dollars before I even start work, right? Just to do the work. And it makes sense. I guess I got some credibility from those initial free clients. I had gained testimonials. So it was pretty, that was a time, for sure, that was a time. And then I ended up running more paid ads. I ended up going through another dry streak where I couldn't get another single client. And I had lowered my prices to $350 per month, but I would charge it up front. I remember I would go to war for $350. Like really, I was struggling. I could not get a single client for $350 per month. But all that's in the past now. Let's talk a little bit about the Dubai trip. If you don't know, I dropped out of school. I'm 18 years old. So to go for any kid who drops out, your parents aren't gonna like it, right? Your parents aren't gonna be pretty happy about that. And I dropped out a few months ago. It was what it was, right? Your mom wasn't too happy. I remember my mom was arguing with me a lot during the time. Me and my mom have a great relationship, but she was arguing with me. She wasn't happy about the decision. But then last week, took her first class. There's definitely gonna be some pictures here. But took her first class to Dubai. We were drinking champagne on the way there. We stayed at 5 Palm Jeremiah. It was pretty nice. It was a pretty great trip. Just to talk a little bit about Dubai. It's definitely overhyped online because it's talked about it so much, but then you actually go and it's not. I wouldn't say it's overhyped at all. I haven't been somewhere so beautiful, right? It almost seems kind of fake, like it seems like Fantasyland, because everything there it's beautiful. It's always sunny. We was on the ATVs, on the jet skis. Yeah. I mean, it was a great time. And then the food is amazing. I didn't want to come back, right? And then, so what we ended up doing the first day we got there was just chill. It's like I was there for a week. Second day, I ended up going to the mall. Did a little bit of shopping, pretty nice. Then we had some dinner. The dinners was always amazing every night. Third day, I went to Miracle Garden, which is absolutely gorgeous place. It was almost, surreal. I'll have some pictures up here, but it looks like paradise. Like it looks like heaven on earth. I ended up getting a massage after that. I went back to the hotel and went to dinner. The fourth day, we went to the deserts, rode some ATVs. That was pretty cool as well. I had a lot of fun in the desert riding ATVs. Fifth day we were at the beach. Sixth day, I believe we went to the mosque. So I have some pictures of that up here as well. And then the seventh day, I don't remember what we did, but a great time overall. Can't complain. I just felt like I had to talk about this experience, just like a little life check-in. Oh, and then also on like the third or fourth day, I remember this. This is why it just kind of feels, the past few months feel super like unreal. The third day, I got this notification, right? Because Stripe. So I remember, like, that's the reason I was talking about my payments in the beginning, where they came from Venmo. That's how I was getting paid in the beginning. Then I got this notification on Wednesday when I was there from Stripe. And they basically say, what your payout is the next day. They'll send it before. And so I got this notification, which I'll pop it up here. And it basically was like, your estimated payout for the next day is $7,200. And it was crazy because I hadn't done any work. I've been on vacation at Dubai, but my team is working for me. I built a team over almost 20 people now, right? And it's just, it's definitely a feeling. It's definitely, to anyone watching this that hasn't reached this point yet, I know many people probably have, but just like keep your head down, keep grinding, because all the sacrifices, I remember feeling goofy, like ridiculous, while I was sending cold emails, right? It's all paid off and worth it. Like all the little sacrifices that you need to make, not hanging out with people, sending a whole bunch of cold emails, I wouldn't do that anymore. Doing a whole bunch of work, right? All the sacrifices, it pays off in the long run, and it definitely feels really worth it. So I would just keep going, you're gonna make it undoubtedly if you just stay consistent. It's just monetary exchange, right? It's just money. So if you build a valuable service, people will give you money for it. Build a good offer, $100 million offers, Alex Hormozi. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Take care.